Hi, this is Samir for ThinkDigit.com, and today we're going to take a look at the WickedLeak Wammy Desire. Yes, that is the name of the tablet, and as different as the name is, so is the tablet. Up till now, we've gotten used to seeing a large variety of budget tablets priced under 10,000 rupees that give us a standard set of specifications. This includes a 7-inch display, 1 GHz processor, 512 MB of RAM and about 4 GB of internal storage, which is expandable, a large array of ports, and the operating system is Android 4.0 Ice Cream Sandwich. Today, the Wammy Desire that we have not only runs on Android 4.1 Jelly Bean, but also boasts of some seriously impressive hardware under the hood and looks which are quite different from the crowd. But does its performance stand up to its looks? Well, we're here to find out. To start with, let's take a look at the design of the device. At a first glance, it looks nothing like a 7-inch tablet that we're used to seeing in the market. In fact, it looks a lot like an in-car navigation system. You can see the back has a very textured white finish, which is really nice, and it gives the device a good grip at the back. The front, of course, has the white border, the 1.3 megapixel camera in front, and a standard interface, which is Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. To the right of the device, we have the HDMI out, micro USB port, headphones jack, and a slot under a flap for the micro SD card. This is something new, and it's something we haven't really seen in other 7-inch budget devices. The volume rocker and the power switch are on the left of the device along with the headphones jack, and we've really not seen that many budget tablets shift this interface to the left, and it kind of feels like you're driving a left-hand driven car if you're trying to navigate a tablet when you're used to certain functions being this way. It's not a bad thing, but it's a refreshing change. In terms of the features and specifications, the first thing that will strike you straight out of the box is that the device runs on Android 4.1.1, which is Jelly Bean, and we really haven't seen 7-inch tablets that run Jelly Bean straight out of the box. We've heard of a few that could be upgraded, but this is one that runs Jelly Bean straight out of the box, and it's really nice to see. The rest of the interface is standard Android, what you've come to expect from other devices that we've tested. There are no preloaded apps as such, so you're going to have to rely on the Google Play Store to download the apps. In terms of its hardware under the hood, the Wammy Desire runs on a dual-core 1.5 GHz processor with 1 GB of RAM, 400 Mali GPU, a 3000 mAh battery, a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera, and 8 GB of internal storage, which can be expanded up to 32 GB via the micro SD card slot. There is no SIM card slot, so you really can't insert a SIM to make calls or activate your 3G data plans, but you can connect a USB dongle through the micro USB port via an adapter. Up till now, the features and specifications of the device sound really quite impressive, but does it deliver on performance? Well, as you can see in this video right now, the performance of the device is smooth as butter, but that wasn't the case on the first day. When we got it and powered up the device for the first time, it was kind of very laggy and didn't respond, and the benchmark scores were appalling compared to the hardware that the device boasts of. From the second day, however, we've seen that the device has run absolutely smoothly with minimalistic glitches. The reason for the hanging on the first day is still unknown, and we think the device just needed a reset before we could put it through its paces. The response of the touchscreen is quite good, and reading text, browsing the web felt quite good considering the 7-inch display has a resolution of 480 by 800, which is quite nice. Websites loaded and rendered quite fast. Pinch to zoom was quite smooth, even though the text takes a bit of time to fit into place, but it's quite crisp and clear. Browsing the internet, reading books would be quite a pleasure on the device, although its viewing angles sometimes feel a bit off. This fact is more easily noticeable when we're running a few videos on the device. So as you can see, the device played all the video formats we threw at it with absolute ease. The audio output from the tablet itself is underwhelming, especially when you're watching videos or listening to music, but the video performance is quite good. Viewing angles are decent, and navigating on the timeline of the video is smooth, be it an HD MKV file or an MP4 file. The videos are a good selling point for this device. In terms of games as well, we played a bit of Angry Birds, Star Wars and Shadowgun, and the games performed quite well, including the audio from the apps. We also installed Shadowgun on the device and the game ran quite smoothly. We were quite impressed with the performance of apps on this device. You have access to the Google Play Store, which has a plethora of apps that you can download and play, and the power under the hood of this device is really good enough to run all those games. So yeah, we're just playing the basics and the beginnings of the game, but as you can see, the controls are quite responsive and the game's performance is really quite smooth. We're really impressed with how this tablet performs, especially considering that it's priced under Rs 7,000. So the biggest drawback of the device, apart from the lackluster performance of the speakers, is the battery. It runs on a 3000 mAh battery, and the battery lasted for a mere 1.5 hours on our continuous video playback test, which is quite disappointing considering we've seen other tablets last for up to 3 hours. So you can expect the tablet to last for something like 3 to 4 hours depending on your average everyday usage. To conclude, we would like to say that for under 7,000 rupees, the Wammy Desire is a really good tablet. Its performance is good, the hardware specifications are impressive, and if you like watching videos on the go, this device is for you. The only drawback is the battery life. Its battery life is really low when compared to the other offerings from Lava or the Zen Ultra tab, or even the plethora of tablets available from Zinc and iBerry. But if a performance powerhouse is what you're looking for, then the Wammy Desire is definitely for you.